Hi there. Well, this morning we are in Moody Blues mode. So I'm going to show you some of the material that I've got, the Moody Blues, a band that I've been a fan of on and off for years and years and years. Anyway, let's start off. These don't come in the order of the albums, how the albums were released. So they just come as and when anyway. I took the CDs. This one is The Other Side of Life. You see that? I took the CDs out and I put them into these poly-lined covers to save room on the cases, those awful jewel cases that all crack in time anyway. No matter how careful you are, they crack, and I think they're making them out of cheaper plastic now anyway, so that's a bit of a bind. And then of course a lot of CDs have been released in cardboard, reinforced cardboard sleeves, so I'm not too keen on them either, because the spine parts, they wear after a while, so you have to keep them in some kind of protected cover. Second one here is, these are all on the Threshold label, Long Distance Voyager. I've always liked that cover. Now these are a 1997 reissue. There had been, a early one, but this was supposed to be, it's the great thing, etc. So I went out, I bought them, and I thought, great. And then some years along the line, we've remastered it again. We've put an extra couple of tracks, or we've an unreleased thing, or you know how it works anyway. This is one of the early albums, Days of Future Past. Any Moody Blues fans will know all about this and how it came about. I've even got a Blu-ray of the Moody Blues performing this, all the tracks from it, and that's quite something anyway. Nice cover, isn't it? Now this one, The Threshold of a Dream. This brings back a lot of memories when I used to go to the Midlands Arts Centre, and this was often being played. It's got 13 tracks on this. I got the vinyl edition of this, which is due to go into a sleeve, and I can remember one night at Midlands Arts Centre they had this disco in the studio, and they played several tracks from this, one after another. It was quite good actually. I loved the lyrics on Moody's albums. Here we go. Moody Blues Caught Live +5. It's quite a nice design, that cover. Starts off with Gypsy, of a strange and distant time. The sunset, Dr. Livingstone, I presume. Never comes the day. Peak hour. Tuesday afternoon. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. The Dream. Have you heard part 1? The Voyage. Have you heard part 2? Nights in White Satin. Legend of a Mind. Ride My Seesaw. Give Me a Little Something. And then it says, please think about it. Long Summer Days. King and Queen. What Am I Doing Here? Produced by Tony Clark. Question of balance. The thing that comes to mind with this album is when I was managing a shop in Bullring city centre, a boutique called Dandy, of all things. And upstairs, on the upstairs part, was the Moody Blues record shop, which had the same name as their offshoot label, Threshold. So it used to pop up there, and sometimes, very occasionally, you'd see a member of the Moody Blues inside there. Don't know quite why. They weren't serving behind the counter anyway. Every good boy deserves favours. Or deserves a favour. Only one. Quite nice. Nice sleeve. I regret in a way that I didn't buy them all on LP, LPs on vinyl. 7th of June. This one and the other album, Question of Balance, that I referred to, we had an 8-track player in the shop. We had those two titles, and we'd put them in. They'd play for hours and hours and hours. Or you could click it over, and then sometimes it'd be between a track, and I don't think it was really thought out well, the design of 8 tracks. Worked well for some with shorter tracks, but if you had a longer track, it would click over, which is a bit annoying. Nonetheless, see if this one's got the... yes. This is Sur la Mer, and it's got on it a track I quite like. I Know You're Out There Somewhere. There's a great video, if you look on YouTube, a great video to that song. Go and have a look at it, because I love that. To Our Children's Children's Children. Now, there is a box set out. It was released a couple of years ago, and I keep meaning to have a look for that, see if I can pick up a copy on eBay that's at a reasonable price, but last time I looked it was just a weeny bit too expensive. And then we go to an earlier one, In Search of the Lost Chord. Now, my thoughts about this are, for a short period of time, I was going out with a girl called Sue Mason, and I can't remember if the father was a doctor, but she lived in Greenhill Road in Moseley. That was her family's home, and she had a copy of this. It was either her copy or her brother's copy, and he had some other albums that we used to play from time to time. But this one, I wasn't really keen on it, and I sort of shied away from it for years, really. And then, some time ago, I picked up this CD copy, and I started playing it again. I thought, yeah, I do like that after all. Sometimes the passage of time makes a difference on your tastes, etc. And then a couple of Christmases ago, a friend bought me a box set based around this album, and I thought, oh well, they're going to start going each album and put extras and whatnot on, but no, it didn't happen until this one, which I mentioned, To Our Children's Children's Children, and that's the one that's a little bit expensive. I think the one for this, when it was released, and I think that's 4 CDs, I think it was something like about 40 odd quid. But there you have it. Maybe I'll have a look and pick that up. Now, I've got lots of other Moody Blues material that I'll show you in time, and the later issues of these CDs, and also I've got some box sets, so we'll start going that way sometime in the future. Hope you've enjoyed seeing it. If you have, send me a like, that would be great. And if you haven't subscribed, well, now's a great time to subscribe and see all the odds and ends that I've got that my wife would like me to get rid of. Bye. but I don't listen. Bye for now.